Going to be installing Ubuntu 14.04 beta 1 on my system, and I'm booting off my USB now. And it's just a standard one. I think this is actually the GNOME version, but I'm going to throw on Unity just to play with it. And it's going to, I'll get back here once it's booted in now. So I booted off my USB, and here's Ubuntu GNOME. You can see I'm not very used to GNOME, but I'm opening the installer. It's the same one as standard version. You can see, I don't know, I'm really not used to GNOME. Actually, I have both monitors working right off of here. It's going to be loading the installer, and I'll talk a little bit more once I get in the installer. So here's the installer right here. I'm going to continue and install it on my disk. Now that I'm in the installer, it lets me choose a network. I'm not going to connect to a network right now. Next menu you're going to see is this one, which makes sure you have all the requirements for installing. I'm going to continue now. Here's the install menu, next one. Lets you choose which one you want to do. So I'm going to erase it. Also, if you erase it, you can use LVM partition, and you can choose to encrypt it. Or you can do a more complicated one. And then now it's going to get into the installer. It doesn't ask you any questions like what's your password or username until you're in the installer. And it actually installs it when you're answering those questions. So now that you've gotten all the install stuff starting, you tell it what area you're located in. This is only really for time zone. Tell it what keyboard layout you want, and then you tell it your name and this, of which I'll pump in off camera. Now it just shows you all the Ubuntu GNOME features that you can look at. And I'm actually kind of starting to like GNOME after looking at it a little bit more. Probably going to use it as my main one for a little bit, and I'll add Unity too. So then now it's just going to install all your system files. There's a little terminal window if you want to see that. And then I'll show you a little more video once I get it booted on off of my SSD. Because I'm booting off an SSD, it boots really fast. There you go. I'm into it. Boots pretty fast. I have put on a couple apps you can search just in here. Like Chromium. There's Chromium. Works perfectly. I also have put on Steam. Steam works fine. I've actually encountered no problems with this computer since installing it. And yeah. There's Steam starting up, and I can start in basic Flash games running. I installed Wine, so I can play basic Flash games via Wine that I have on my auto drive. Overall, Ubuntu 14.04, there's almost no bugs I've noticed yet. I haven't played Team Fortress 2, which is 3D, but I'll have a lot more of this stuff in my full review. Thanks for watching.